I mean, is Cooper Rush worth 2.5 points? I would hope Quinn Ewers put up a decent stat line against Arizona State. If he didn't, we have a real problem.
You can say the same thing about Creighton. Okay, they had the one good game against Kansas at home.
When Toast talks about the kicking market, it's like some earth is flat shit. Andy, true or false, this is going to be a dog walking.
Dog walking. This is my dog walking of the day. I think it's going to be very ugly. Dog walking. I think this is going to be ugly.
Hey, get the sauce.
Good evening. Happy Monday morning. If you're watching this tomorrow, happy Sunday night. If you're joining us live tonight, probably had a better day than me. Finally just got absolutely whitewashed with kicker props. I think I went 1-6 today. A couple blowouts, an injury. It happens, but I wanted to man up and say it. Felt like I was the king of the world for a long time. So my downfall is hit this week, but I'll be back next week. Don't you worry. But yeah, we're here to talk about baseball. Couple really good games today.
You have props on the Colts kicker?
I did, yes.
Yeah, I had the over 47.5 in that. So pissed.
Yeah, so I did. But regardless, couple good baseball games today. Toronto absolutely killed the Yankees. I know they tried to make a little bit of a comeback. And then Detroit let us all down. I think me, Spoon, and well, we made different bets, Trevor. We got Detroit at a pick, pretty much. So,
I saw that.
I mean, it was completely different. It did suck, though. Obviously, it is what it is.
We should have just fucking hedged out. We could have. That was the easiest arm ever.
I didn't even think about it, to be honest with you. But regardless, I hit Toronto, so that was nice. Let's get into it. There's only 2 games to talk about. But 2 pretty good ones, especially Milwaukee. Everybody wants to hear what Trevor has to say.
Not everyone. I can give a shit what Trevor has to say.
Yeah, we don't give a damn. The legendary car random thing. I also love every single person that doesn't get the joke, that thinks that we really hate Trevor and is like, what are you guys going to respect this guy? He clearly has it. I love those guys. So just for the record, the Brewers could go 162-0, and I would still think that they're bad. And I would never admit to Trevor.
It's a culture thing. It's a culture thing.
Just for the record. So, anyway, appreciate you guys coming on. Obviously, Spoon, I guess you can kick us off here. Dodgers on the road in the bank. Blake Snell, Jesus Luzardo. I tried to tell you guys the Dodgers game 1. You guys didn't want to listen. Are you going to listen to me and follow up with the Dodgers in game 2?
Yeah, I'm going to get on the Dodgers here. Minus 130. I think this is a spot where they can really touch Jesus Luzardo up. I just don't think he really has the mindset for the playoffs. He just saw this Dodgers team here pretty recently, pitched well into the 7th inning, but did give up 4 earned runs. And if you give up 4 earned runs to this Dodgers team in the playoffs, I don't think you're going to be able to find a way to win, especially with Blake Snell on the other side of the mound. Last time he saw this Philadelphia lineup, he went 7 innings pitched, but didn't give up a single run. If we believe the bullpen situation is figured out for the Dodgers, and just watching them out there with Sasaki there in the 9th, it does appear they have that question mark figured out. And with Kershaw going to be available back there too, I'm not only going to take the Dodgers for this game, I'm going to take them for the World Series as well. You can get plus 260 right now. So I'm going to double up with the Dodgers tomorrow.
You can get plus 260 right now, you're saying?
Yep.
Yeah.
I bet it 20 minutes before the show.
Trevor, agree or disagree?
I kind of agree, but I don't want to bet the Dodgers, but it would be the Dodgers in this one. I'm taking Blake Snell over 7.5 strikeouts, even money. I mean, historically against his lineup, they got 158 plate appearances. He's got a 35.5 strikeout percentage. And then versus lefties last 60 plate appearances. I just had him up here. The Dodgers have 5 guys that are bad, that have 25% to a 37% strikeout rate. It's Blake Snell, great history versus lineup. The Dodgers have struggled with him historically, and Snell's just been on an absolute tear. I know he didn't strike out a lot of guys last game, but prior to that, he was going off. So I think he bounces back, and the Dodgers get it done, and Blake Snell strikes out a bunch of these Phillies tomorrow.
What's the number for the strikeouts?
Plus 100.
I meant the number of strikeouts.
Oh, 7.5. Sorry.
7.5 strikeouts at plus 100, and I'm surprised none of you guys said over. There's wind blowing out at the bank.
Blake Snell's just been lights out.
So I've already bet the Dodgers. I don't hate an over. I can't argue against it. 7.5 and it's plus 100. So clearly they don't think that we're going to have runs. I bet the Dodgers as soon as they opened at minus 118. And I agree with what Spoon and what Trevor said. It's I don't see where the Phillies have any advantage in this baseball game, to be dead honest with you guys. Blake Snell is pitching like Cy Young Blake Snell right now. I have no reason to believe he can't pitch well against this Phillies team, which he just pitched well against them last month. He went 7 innings, only gave up 2 hits and no runs and struck out 12. That was in LA, but it's not like Blake Snell is just terrible on the road. So I'm not really worried about him going to the bank, not to mention the fact that we know that he's had a lot of playoff success in his past. And then, like Spoon said, Luzardo's not a guy I trust, and I just think that it's really hard to hold this Dodgers offense down. And we were talking about this in the group chat or in the voice chat a few minutes before the show. Like, it's just with what the Dodgers have with everything off the bench, it's just really hard to compete with them right now offensively. Because Schwarber and Turner and Bryce Harper are really good, but you're really asking a lot from guys like JT Real Muto and Bohm and Castellanos, and Bader left early with a hammy. I don't know if he's available, and guys like Weston Wilson because he's going to be in because it's a lefty. So I just feel like with the Dodgers and Kike Hernandez and guys like Miguel Rojas that can hit left-handed pitching and Tommy Edman, and there's just too many positive things for the Dodgers. And then as far as like the bullpen is concerned, I think that the Dodgers have the bullpen advantage, honestly. Like I said before, do we really trust Matt Strahm and David Robertson in big spots? I don't. So yeah, I bet the Dodgers. I really like the Dodgers tomorrow. We'll see what happens. I'm curious to see what this number is around first pitch. So anywho, next game on the board, Cubbies, Brewers. This is your guys' battle, obviously. We'll let TV Jones go first. Have his moment in the sun, and go from there. So go ahead, TV Jones.
I mean, it was expected. I told you guys would be a mess 'em up game, and out the gate. Congrats, Cubs fans were feeling good with a solo home run, and then the bottom of that first inning happened. Things can spiral out of control really quickly going against the Brewers. You could say I'm being a homer, but they do lead the league with or majors with most 4+ run innings this year. They got like 50 something of them. They can just go nuclear at any time. Quinn Priester, we know this guy doesn't lose. Maybe he hasn't been recording wins and whatnot lately, but they don't lose on Quinn Priester days. I'm taking Brewers money line. We're gonna mess him up. Shota Imanaga also. Versus the Brewers, dating this year alone, he's given up 2, 3, and 2. He went 7 innings in August, but he's given up 3 home runs this year. He's only walked 3 guys, but struck out 18 of them in 22 innings, giving up runs and contact. And Brewers versus lefties have been lights out all year. So we're going to get a guy we're familiar with and a pitcher on the bump that we just simply do not lose his starts. Minus 125, big Brewers tomorrow.
Spoon, I don't know if you have a bet in this game or not. I guess tell us your bet, but is there any way that you can make a case that Imanaga is going to pitch well tomorrow?
It's hard to do it. Last 5 starts in a row, 3 earned runs every single game. This Brewers lineup has seen him a few times this season. Imanaga did pitch really well in one of those games, pitching into the 7th inning, just giving up 2 runs, I believe. I don't really have that circled as how he's going to pitch here tomorrow. I think the playoffs are going to be a really tough environment. I don't think Imanaga is going to be out there all that long, maybe 4 innings. Priester's going to be out there on the mound for the majority of this game. They're going to have an opener for it. I think the Brewers are really trying to win this game. They're going to throw out all the stops. The opener is a really good indication of that. I haven't moved on Milwaukee. I like the minus 120 that's available right now. I like the over in this game. I think both of these offenses can get runs. Quinn Priester hasn't been on an absolute tear, but there's been games where he's gotten hit up and the Brewers offense has just found a way to get runs. I would really like a 7.5. Everything is juiced to the under 8 right now. There's some juiced over 7.5s, but I'd like that to come down to like the minus 120, 115 range. I can get one of those tomorrow after more money comes in on this. everybody's on the under right now. I think there's a chance we get 7.5 tomorrow. If I get that, that's what I'll be on. But it could only be Brewers for a side for me right now. I just haven't moved on it yet.
Yeah. So for everybody in the comments, Aaron Ashby is going to start the game, and then Priester will come in, just like we see in the regular season, an opener and then a primary pitcher. So, like if you go onto RotoWire and project the lineups, you'll see Quinn Priester with prime right next to his name. That means he's going to be coming in after Ashby. So hopefully that clears that up. It would be over, and it'd be Milwaukee for me. I think I'm going to play them both. I agree with Spoon as far as see if we can get a 7.5, but like the homer for Milwaukee said to my left, that it's really simple to be a homer for this team when they lead the league in 4-run innings. How many? I don't know. Do you know the number on that, Trevor?
I don't know the exact. It was at 42 something around like early August or July. So I mean, it's got to be in the 50s somewhere. I lost track.
And I agree with. And another point that I like that Trevor made is that we saw this Cubs offense obviously start off quick and fast with the Bush homer, but this Brewers offense, I mean, it was double, single, double. I mean, it was just absolutely ridiculous. So I don't know the exact order of what it was, but regardless, it was really, yeah, it was really impressive. I like the over, I think, more. I don't really understand the price. Imanaga was actually a little bit better on the road this year, actually, to my surprise. I kind of thought in my head that he was a little bit worse, but I do think the amount of righty bats that the Brewers can throw at him should give him problems. What's up with Churio? Is he going to be in the lineup, good to go? It seems like they're making enough jokes about it that he will.
I don't know if he'll be in the lineup, but they said it was like something with his hamstring that he had already messed with this year, but it was more precautionary just to take him out given where they were in the game. So I don't know how bad it is or how long he'll be out, but they said it was more precautionary just to be safe.
Everything I read kind of indicated that Churio is going to be in the lineup tomorrow.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah. I was going to say, if you are watching this later tomorrow, whatever, and you haven't bet it, maybe if for me, and this isn't like me not saying that Churio is good. I would still pick the Brewers even if Churio is out personally. I just think that they have more advantages, but you might be able to get a little bit better number with the Brewers, like I said, if you're watching this tomorrow and Churio isn't starting. But regardless, it would only be Brewers and over for me.
All right.
That is it.
And the exact sequence was 3 doubles or 6 pitches, 3 doubles, 2 runs, and we got that back.
I'm betting the Cubs, by the way.
Of course you are. I knew you were.
No, this is like, it's poetic that Priester does all this in the regular season, and then everyone's like, Priester can't lose, and Priester gives up 6 runs in the second inning.
And they're giving you it like minus 120. Like,
yeah,
go ahead. You want to bet it?
Yeah, Priester.
Because Shota's on the other side. His name carries some weight. People think
I know,
he's
that's
like
why
Cy Young.
I know. You're right, Trevor. The Brewers are free.
I never said that.
No. You're right. I agree. Yep, they're free. They're free.
You're putting words in my mouth.
All right. Everyone, there's a Monday Night Football video up where I talk about Jags Chiefs. For those of you interested in that, it's uploaded. We'll be back tomorrow at the same time when the Cubs even the series up.
Are we kidding?
Do we want a series bet on this one too, Kyle? Yeah. Are we kidding me?
Are we kidding me? I got it right here. Yeah. So